Hey, welcome back everyone, Toys here, and I'm back yet again for yet another Batman 66 video. Today comes courtesy of my friends over at McFarlane Toys. Very excited because this is an early look at the brand new wave of characters that are, for the most part, based upon the comic book. First and foremost being Superman. Superman 66, Superman 55. Comes with some kryptonite. Very interesting, right? And of course, if you look on the backside, yes, these are supposed to be taken from what they're doing in the Batman 66 comic book. Now, in looking at the figure, the render, you can say it's loosely based off of just the covers that he kind of appeared on, so it could be George Reeves if you wanted to go that route. I've even heard people say young Christopher Walken. You could even have Ben Affleck as George Reeves. I'm sure a lot of Snyderverse fans would love that. And you could say it's the newest actor for the Superman and Lois show. Doesn't matter. It's a choose your own adventure. There are no right or wrong answers, but I'm sure if you comment below, just please make it funny. And here's the barcode as well for when they start to hit store shelves. Now, this one in particular is a total oddball, but it's a way to get a Joker in there, right? So you have the Joker Man. Again, not on the TV show, but it comes from Batman 66, the comic. There's a lot of repaints going on, some new parts and pieces, but for the most part, it's going to be one of those where you could say, yeah, I'm good, right? Here's the barcode for the Joker Man. But this one is very interesting, I have to say. This is the Bat Robot, and it's definitely cool. Now, when I first saw the Batman 66 comic, I thought, oh, it's supposed to be a lot bigger. Well, no, it's pretty much on the money. It's just a giant robot, but a little bit bigger than Batman, so not too out of scale, we'll say. Again, just something taken from the comics, something new, something different, but all the same, fits in with your Batman 66 figures. Now, this one in particular, I'm going to be very biased towards. I have been asking for this for a long time. This is Lord Deathman, and I am so stoked. Starting from the Batman comic books, right? And then heading into now Batman 66, which they're drawing this from. But first and foremost, I will always love Lord Deathman from the Bat manga books. He's awesome. He's creepy looking. He's definitely no Joker, but he's a character all his own, and he is creepy looking, right? Now, on the back side, again, you can see Lord Deathman, Batman 66 comic. Here's the barcode for him. But hold on a second, lo and behold, as a shock to me when these were delivered, there is a variant to Lord Deathman, and one that's very befitting of this upcoming spooky Halloween season. So we have a glow-in-the-dark variant for this character, and again, that works really well. And of course, it's a platinum edition figure, which means it has the sticker and it goes anywhere. It's not store specific. It's just random in wherever it pops up. But it will be the same exact back to the card, same exact barcode. But again, for those of you that want it, keep an eye out for the new glow-in-the-dark Lord Deathman. But in the meantime, this is going to be an absolute blast. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new wave of the Batman 66 line by McFarlane Toys. And while I got all you Batmanaholics here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my Batman 66 vids, and if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates. I guarantee you'll find something here that you like. I love this line. There's lots of videos on it. But in the meantime, we have 5, technically 4, new figures to check out, and they're all pretty darn cool. I love this line. Some of it works more than others, like the Joker Man. I actually like his accessory more so than the figure, if I'm being honest. This is the key to Gotham City. It even says Gotham City right there. It's just a big old key. And that is very cool because that is something the Joker would steal. And he tries to steal that. And lo and behold, yeah, he's packed with it. So it totally makes sense, and I appreciate it. Now, with the Joker Man figure, I'm going to tell you all day, no, this is not a figure you will need for your Batman 66 line in any way, shape, or form. It's just a different way to get the Joker in there, but it is based off the comic book. And I like what they did. They changed the capes a little bit. You've got the C-clip cape now, like you see with their superpowers. It's a lot softer. It still has that ribbon taffeta, but it's not as crispy crunchy. It's very smooth now, so I appreciate the change in that aspect. The head sculpt that they've changed for the Joker man, sure, why not? That's straight out of the comic book, that works. They gave him the belt buckle. It's painted on, printed on, but it's not the belt that you see. It looks more like Batman's. The pants are different in the comic book. They could have put a little bit more into this to make it a little bit more comic accurate. It's a quick repaint, reprint sort of deal with minimal changes, and I totally get it. But another hiccup is that he really doesn't hold the key, if at all, right? You really have to finagle it in there. So again, this one, it's fine if you want to add it to your collection, if you're a completist. But I'll tell you, out of this wave, this is definitely one you can pass on. Now, in juxtaposition to Joker Man, we actually have a really cool looking figure in the name of the Batman Robot. And he comes with 2 leg jet thrusters. You got clear orange plastic to the silver piece that plugs into his leg. I really wish, though, you could have removed the effect, right? It's just in there, right? That's not coming out anytime soon. And like I said, yeah, you get 2 of them to plug into the Bat Robot. The Bat Robot himself, though, completely new sculpt, and it just looks cool. It is very much in that Batman 66 universe, science fiction-y, all that kind of Fleischer-ish type era, right? You could say that as well. The cape is really cool. Really nice, soft cape. Nice, soft Batman reflective cape. It definitely drapes a whole lot better than previously released Batman 66. This little piece antenna right here, if you look at the comic, it seems to alternate, but I would say that they got it right for the most part. We'll just say, unless those images are flipped. But you don't have anything to worry about. It's nice and gummy. It's not going to break off. The head will rotate. I like what they did with the graphics for the face. It's very cool looking. And then you have largely an all-silver body with paint accents. And the articulation is cool. He's very much a mechanical metal man, and I appreciate that. It's got all the articulation you could ask for a robotic Batman. The pincers do not open and close. They simply just spin at the wrist. They spin at the elbow, single jointed elbow, and you got a little bit of a waist action right down to the belt area where you're going to kick out about that much. It's not going to go out to the side because of his little leg flappy things, right? So you get minimum articulation there. But if you know the Batman 66 line by now, you're going to pretty much understand the articulation. The knees are solid. You have the ports right here on either side of the leg. That's where the thrusters will slip in. And bingo bango, you got a great looking figure. Although I really do wish they included a flight stand somehow, just to get him off in the air and flying around. Now, with Superman, this is, again, nice accessories. You get some kryptonite. You get a large chunk of it. Nice green see-through plastic. Totally appreciate that. And then you get a single shard of kryptonite. So again, both are really cool in the execution of offering accessories. Superman himself, there are things that I really do like about this figure, and then there are things where maybe they could have improved it, like giving him a C-clip cape. I think that would have been a lot cooler. And you can really take this 2 ways, right? It's a guy cosplaying as Superman. Sure, I can see that. Or it's just an old-fashioned-y type Superman, and I can definitely see that as well. It just has to look like it's from that particular era, and I do feel like this Superman, the way it looks, not based off of any type of actor, fits in with the Batman 66 universe as a what-if scenario, right? You have the Superman logo, you have painted belt loops, you got the boots, he's got new parts and pieces to him. The hands fisted, one of the other hands is open, more like a flying hand, even though on the backside, he kind of has like an old school taffeta cape, and then he's missing the yellow S symbol. Now, before I had said, well, it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't really matter, but it should have it, because if you're going off the source material it's based off of, yes, it should have had the S symbol. But then again, I really don't honestly care. It's not something I'm too much of a stickler for unless it's the comic book Superman. The head, you're not going to get a lot of rotation, at least looking up for a flying position. It'll go more so left and right. The arms, you can give him a flight stand. You can get him hovering. You can do some single jointed elbows and knees and kind of get him in that situation. But for the most part, he's really better left as just standing around. And that's what I do like about these figures. You don't have to go too crazy with them. They feel like they're old school toys, and that's what I appreciate about this line. I'm not looking for anything too crazy. Yes, some things could have been changed, altered here and there, but for the most part, I'm very happy with this Superman. Which then, of course, leaves us with my favorite figures from this particular wave, Lord Deathman, with his samurai sword. You got some nice silver to the blade, and then you have a black handle. That's perfect for Lord Deathman. He looks awesome. I know he's a little bit of a repaint, but they gave him a new head, they gave him a new cape. I'm happy with this. I have been wanting a Lord Deathman figure for years, so I'm totally stoked. And the paint on it is perfect. They really executed it well. You can take the cape on, cape off, doesn't matter. Nice taffeta-ish cape, but it's very soft. And again, very nice to see that updated. The skull is perfect. I love the way that looks. If they ever do another Lord Deathman, if you wanted to do like the Japanese manga styled eyes, that would be cool as well. Single jointed, the wrists, the waist, he's got a painted on belt, goes all the way around, and the costume is accurate. He doesn't have the bones and such on the back side of the figure. It's only on the front of his costume. So that's totally cool. He's got the single jointed knee. He'll spin at the knee, nothing at the feet, unfortunately. But you give him the cape, you give him the sword, and bingo bango, yeah, you got yourself a really cool looking Lord Deathman. I'm stoked that they made this. Now, again, what's really cool is that the variant comes with the same exact accessories, but now they are glow-in-the-dark. And who doesn't love a glow-in-the-dark figure, right? So, Lord Deathman giving off all kinds of scare glow vibes, right? And he is a very brightly lit glow-in-the-dark figure. I put him in my windowsill for about 20 minutes, and he just glows vibrantly. Now again, not getting this is not going to be detrimental to your collection, of course, unless you're a completist, but the idea that it's a glow-in-the-dark Deathman is cool for the Halloween spooky season and this season alone. But what's really cool about all these figures now is that you kind of open it up to Superman meeting Batman within Batman 66, right? And I'm happy to say that this Superman is a smidge taller than the Adam West Batman, and I totally dig that. I think that that works tremendously. Batman and Robin working on the Bat Robot. I think that the Bat Robot will look really cool in your Bat Cave, right? If anything. Lord Deathman himself, with sword in hand, dealing with Batman and Robin. I wish they would do the Japanese manga style Batman and Robin, though. That'd be cool. These are the closest ones within that box set, though. I will say that. Also, if you have a gun in your collection, like an old school Rocketeer gun, right? Yeah, that'll totally work for Lord Deathman. And the glow-in-the-dark Lord Deathman, well, he comes with kryptonite now, and he's going to take down Superman. So it all kind of goes hand in hand, right? Lord Kryptonite Man. And I gotta say that, again, while Joker Man is definitely not my favorite, the accessory, the key to Gotham City, will look great in your Batcave. So that'll wrap it up for my early look at the brand new wave of Batman 66 figures. And again, thank you to McFarlane Toys for sending these out for the purposes of this video. I think a lot of Batman 66 purists will look at this wave and go, when did any of these people appear on the show? So I do applaud McFarlane Toys for thinking outside the box, but after this wave now, I would like to see them return to form with more characters from the show. Commissioner Gordon, if possible. I know likeness rights plays a lot into these characters, of course, but I would love to see Goons and Bookworm and Mad Hatter and villains like that. I think that that would be cool for forthcoming waves. Fingers crossed. But you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Batman 66. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, I'm having a blast with this line. Keep on bringing them on. And when they do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.